Hi Yogi, and welcome to practice. In this practice, we're going to wave it out a little bit and wring out some tension in our body. You won't need any props, and we're going to go ahead and get started right away. So we'll begin in a child's pose, so you can start either with your legs together, hip width, or as wide as your mat. Big toes touching, hip width, or a little bit wider. Just finding what feels comfortable for you. And you can reach your arms forward or back, or create a little headrest for yourself, melting the weight of your hips, your heart, and your head down to the ground. Allowing yourself to feel supported here. And with this sense of support, diving a little bit deeper into your breath. Noticing the quality of your breath as you're showing up right here. Noticing whether the inhalations or the exhalations are longer or whether they're balanced. And perhaps simply with your awareness on your breath, your inhalations and your exhalations slowly begin to balance out. So you're not taking in or letting go or expelling out more than the other. Every breath that you receive in is nourishing and replenishing. And every exhale is a chance to let something go, to make space for that next big breath. Taking a moment here to set your intention if it's a part of your practice. Something to anchor yourself here in your body, here in your mind, in your practice. Go ahead and extend your arms forward and bring your knees, your ankles, your feet hip width, and then glide your hips back towards your heels in active child's. Really grip the mat with all 10 of your fingerprints, and then as you inhale, wave your spine forward through a cat round so the back of your heart puffs up. Then open your heart forward, collarbones broad, and glide your hips all the way back to your heels. Do that twice more. So inhale, wave yourself forward through cat round. Exhale and glide yourself back, side body's long. Keep anchoring into your hands. And inhale, roll forward through cat round. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, keeping them in by your side waist, and lower just your heart and your chin down. So finding a little back bend here and really anchoring your heart into the ground. Press into your feet, press into your hands, and wave your spine all the way onto your belly. So you can do that big ripple roll, or you can just smooth yourself down onto the ground. Tend your fingertips off of your mat, slightly forward of your shoulders, with the hollow of your palm lifting away. Take your shoulder heads back here and really firm into all 10 fingerprints, all 10 of your toes. Anchor into your legs here so they're really strong. And then inhale, lift and curl your heart up. As you exhale, think about lengthening down. So just a baby fierce cobra here. 2 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale to soften. Good, 1 more, inhale here. Hold as you exhale, keep anchoring into your feet and reach your arms back behind you, palms face in. You can keep your hands separate or bind your hands all the way to inner webbing, elbows bent, or straighten your arms towards straight, hugging the heel of your palms in. Take a big inhale and inflate your low belly into the ground. Keeping your bind or hands separate, exhale, melt to a hover. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring your palms to frame your ribs. And then inhale, press up through tabletop position, tuck your toes, and glide your hips all the way back to your heels, downward facing dog. Press your hands down and forward, really lift your hips up and back behind you, and then drop the weight of your head down towards the ground. Inhale to stretch your right leg up and back behind you. As you exhale, stack your hip, bend your knee, and take your right toes over to the left. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, hug your outer right knee wide to the side, and then through center, hugging your thigh bone up into your ribs, knee towards your nose. And step your foot inside your right thumb. Back knee stays lifted, tent on the fingertips. Hug your outer right hip back, and then inhale, circle your arms out and up, high crescent lunge. Take a big expansive breath in here to breathe more space up into your spine. And then as you exhale, soften and land into your shape. Take one more big inhale here. As you exhale, open your arms out wide, bring your palms down to the ground. Shift your hips back and lift your right leg all the way up and back behind you, back into your three-legged dog. Take another long inhale here. As you exhale, hug your right knee in, over towards your left tricep. Spin your left heel down. So you're on the entire sole of your left foot, and cross your right ankle over your left thigh for figure 4. So flex into your right foot, send your hips back, keep anchoring into your hands. So you can always take a moment to pause and take a look, or just listen to the words I'm saying. So it's a hybrid position between a downward facing dog and then an open figure 4 with your legs, with your right ankle crossed over your left thigh, left toes facing the left. Soften the weight of your head down. Deep bend of your left knee. Good. Inhale, keeping your legs spiral back through center. Lift your left heel. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you. And then as you exhale, spin your left heel over to the left. Wrap your right leg around your left, stepping the ball mound of your right foot to the ground. Deep bend of your knees. You can keep both of your hands down to begin. Really anchor your hips back. Deep bend of both your knees. Stay here, anchor into your left palm. Guard your face with your right forearm. Hips sink down low. Really feeling the weight into your left foot. Stay here, or inhale, lift your hips a little bit higher, so keeping your knees bent. And reach your right arm over your ear. Big expansive side stretch on your right side. Big inhale. Good. As you exhale, unwind your hands, step back, unwind, down dog. Good. Inhale, lift your heels high. As you exhale, keeping your legs straight, come forward, floating dog, legs stay straight, arms stay strong, puff your heart up, shoulders back. You can inhale, curl your heart up a little bit more. As you exhale, drop your knees, toes stay tucked, glide your hips all the way back to your heels. Inhale, roll forward through cat round. Exhale and glide back. 2 more. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale and glide back. Good. Inhale, roll forward. And then, keeping your elbows in, lower your heart and your chin down. Knees, chest, and chin. Really feel the earth hug up into your heart and untuck your toes. Thinking about the wave initiating from your tailbone here. So your tailbone hugs in, it ripples up, your ribs up, your spine up, your head, and then you melt down. Bring your fingertips onto the ground, slightly forward of your shoulders, hollow of your palm lifts up. Anchor into your toes. Inhale, lift it, baby fierce cobra. Exhale and soften and really engage in your posterior chain here, feeling the back of your body engage. 2 more. Inhale, hug up. Exhale and soften. One more, inhale, lift up. Keep your toes anchored, exhale, hands back behind you. Keep them separate, palms in, or bind your hands, non-dominant thumb on top. Take a big inhale, lift your heart. Exhale to soften, keeping your bind. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt. One more, inhale here. Exhale and melt down. Plant your palms. Inhale, lift up through tabletop position. As you exhale, tuck your toes and glide all the way back, downward facing dog for a full deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Good, inhale, stretch your left leg up and back behind you, three-legged dog. As you exhale, stack your hip, bend your knee, and take your toes over to the side, to the right side. Keeping your shoulders strong here, and melting the weight of your head down. Big inhale. Exhale, hug your left knee out wide to the side, around through center, and step your foot inside your left thumb. You can always help your knee forward as you need to get your knee over your ankle. Toes straight forward, feet hip width. Anchor into your feet. Inhale, press up into your feet. Circle your arms up. And then exhale, land down. Big inhale here. Exhale, circle your hands down to the ground, plant them. Shift your hips back. Lift your left leg up and back behind you, three-legged dog. As you exhale, we're gonna go to the hybrid figure 4 down dog. So hug your left knee over to the right halfway. Spin your right heel down to the left and cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex your left foot. Anchor in the 4 corners of your right foot. Send your hips down and back, bending into your right knee, and drop your head. Breathe here. Inflate into your right ribs, your right lung here. Feeling the activation, the ringing out through your torso. Letting go of what you don't need. Good, inhale, hug your heel high. Lift and spin your right heel over to the side. Is that how it's on the first side? No, lift your left leg up and back, three-legged dog to begin first. Lift your right heel high and then bend your right heel over to the right. Stepping your left foot in front of your right, both knees bent, so like a single eagle wrap with the toe on the ground. Bend both of your knees, shift your hips back, drop your head. You can keep both hands anchored down or guard your face with your left forearm, shift your hips back even more so you feel earthy. Stay here or keeping a little bend of your knees, blossom your heart, rainbow through your ribs, reach your left arm over your ear. Shoulder blades hug onto your back, obliques, low belly in here. One more big inhale. Exhale, unwind, downward facing dog. Full inhale here. Slow breath out. Inhale, roll forward through high plank. Legs strong, floating up dog. Keeping your toes tucked. Open your heart, shoulders broad. So exhale, drop your knees and glide back to any variation of child's pose. Dropping your hips, your heart, and your head. Take a moment here to rest, checking in with your breath. Noticing the inflow and the outflow of your breath. Allowing your breath to be balanced in its fullness and its duration. Just like our breath in our relationships in our life, there is a giving and a receiving. We want to make sure that we're filling our own cup up first. And that way we can show up with more compassion, empathy, kindness, and love for those around us. If we do take this time on our mat to find it first. Reaffirm your intention here into your heart if you set one. And just take a full deep breath in here. And a slow breath out. And gently guide yourself up to a seat, folding your hands to heart. And gently bow your head. And lift your gaze. Thank you so much for joining me for this short and sweet and slightly spicy practice. If you enjoyed this practice, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you next time.